I guess just improve, like not necessarily like a goal SR or anything, just like improve over time.
So you know what
That's
they
really
say
been
the
it.
worst goals are, right? The ones that are
The
vague.
yep,
I want to be fit. What does that mean? I don't know.
right.
I want to go to the
That doesn't
gym.
actually get you into the gym, and that doesn't actually
No,
change what you put into your body.
exactly, right? It's like I want to be fit, so I'm going to eat one less Oreo cookie. No, I am going to eat this many calories, I'm going to run this many miles, and I'm going to go to the gym this many times a week. So I need something specific, right? And that's attainable. So the best way to measure skill, right now with the Overwatch system is just rank, straight up, right? Rank generally reflects your skill level, right? So, what are you right now on tank? Plat, gold?
Right now, I'm gold 2, gold 1.
Okay. So gold one is 30, 20, no,
Yeah, gold
20,
1.
2400? Yeah, 2400. So what is a achievable goal that we could set that you want? Do you want to be diamond? Do you want to be masters? Do you want to be platinum? What do you want to do?
I mean, hitting masters would be nice.
Hitting masters. So masters is a big goal.
I mean,
Now,
no, I know. I don't expect
and
that.
and that's fine.
Mm,
That no, I
okay.
want you to. Now the question is, right? So let's say here, right? So you see my MS Paint drawing here. I did the exact same thing for Florida. We're gonna make a plan, right? So generally speaking, right? Let's say you have your casual players here, and then your top 500 players here, right? And this is the skill level, right? This is skill, okay? Right. So casuals would be probably like silver, bronze, maybe gold, right? And then top 500, top 500, and then you have your middle ground, right? Right now, right, you are here. This is you, right? You don't play rank that much. This is about your SR. You scrim occasionally, right? And you don't do VOD stuff. So we want to be here, right? This is Masters. Okay? So what do you think if you were a top 500 player, if you were Owl, if you were Overwatch League, that they do every day? What are some things that top 500 players do every day?
Probably practice. I assume they would be scrimming almost
So
every day.
yeah, let's go. So let's go scrim, right? SCRIM. So they scrim, right? What else?
Right.
Game?
Say again?
That was not
win your
me.
game?
No, we got rolled. I'm trying to set up a schedule for him.
That's
But
'cause
anyway.
I wasn't there.
Anyway, what's up? What were you saying, Kroz? What else do top 500 players do? They probably VOD review, right? Review.
Right.
What else?
I don't know, man.
All right, I'll listen to you. They
Probably like
specialize. I can't spell, but whatever. Right? Specialize, right? They don't play a lot of things, right? They communicate. COM, whatever. Comms. I can't fucking draw. What do you call it? Consistency. Whatever. Consistency. I can't fucking think right now. Solo queue. Right? And then, like, one thing at a time, right? Practice one thing at a time. So, if you want to be top 500, you need to do all of these things, right? Now, you probably aren't willing to do all these things because your goal is like Masters time, right? So, what are some things that we already do, right? We already scrim. Now, we already VOD review, right? And we kind of already specialize, right? You're really only playing Reinhardt, right?
right.
Now, these are things that we do in scrim time. And scrim time is a very small amount of time that you could be playing overall if you had unlimited free times, right? Now, consistency. How often do you solo queue ranked?
Not very often.
Okay, so this doesn't happen.
Pretty much. It has not happened in the past couple weeks.
Don't solo queue. And then when you do play rank, do you comm? Do you hard comm?
No, I don't generally join voice and ranked.
That's fine. I don't either, but we some of the things, right? So, What we need to do is we need to change this. This needs to change. If you want to hit masters, this needs to change. Now, do you have, like, realistically speaking, right? Like, let's say, like, you're like, oh, I have no time to do this. I'm like, do you genuinely have no time, or are you just on your phone, or are you dilly dallying, or are you doing something else, right? Because I ask a lot, like, I reflect, I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, man, I just don't have time to do that, or I'm tired. And I'm like, if I really wanted to make the effort, I could have done X thing or gone to X event. So, are you willing to make lifestyle changes to make time to be consistent into solo queue rank? And if the answer to that is no, that is completely okay. This is a fucking video game. You don't get paid to play it, right? And there's no pressure or obligations for you to do these things. Now, if you want to hit masters, you're going to have to do these things. So, are you willing to?
Right.
No is a completely fine answer.
I mean, so I'm not like completely against it, but it's very hard because like right now, like in this moment, I would say yeah, but like during the week when I get back from work, like and all that shit, like I just like on that day where I go, okay, well, like I'll get on today, and
So, let's talk
um,
about your
that's
schedule.
a bit less like
Mm-hmm.
it's harder to stick to that in the moment.
Wed, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. So, what days of the week do you have free time?
Um, Weekends generally Monday, Tuesday.
Okay, so
Um,
this is good.
I do have some stuff on and off Monday, Tuesday, but it's
And when is
generally
this free
more
time
time.
usually? Is it later at night or in the morning?
It is in the morning and at night. Every so often, I have shoots that take up the middle of it.
Okay. So in the morning and at night, or generally speaking, right? And how early in the morning? Are we talking
Yeah.
like 8 in the morning to like 10 in the morning? Or are we talking like 6 in the morning to 8 in the morning? Or like 10 to 12? Like,
Um, oh, on like what on these specific days or in general?
just in general. I mean,
Because
let's
in
go over these
general,
specific
that
days.
changes. That changes, man. Some days I have to be in at 8. Some days I have to be in at 12.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So, but
but
these days that I've circled here are days you usually have free time, right? Most of the time.
yeah, yeah, those are the most like consistently
What time
free
do you
time.
get home?
Again, that changes. I generally get home. Like today, I didn't work, so I'm just chilling. But when I do work, I generally come home at like 8 my time.
Which,
So um, it's probably like 11 Eastern.
oh, damn. Okay. So, damn, I'm trying to figure. So, your schedule's very influctual, but today you said you had free time, right?
Yeah.
What did you play ranked at all?
No, I did some house cleaning and just stuff like
Okay. So,
chores, shit like that.
chores are good, right? And like they're very important, right? Live your life, of course. I'm not telling you to be a delinquent gamer. I'm telling you to live your life and fucking be a human being. But now I'm asking, how much time did we waste doing those things?
Probably a good portion of the day. I did sleep in.
Okay.
I had work this past weekend, so today was one of my just relax, fuck it days.
Mm. So, all right, so that's okay, right? So I'm just trying. So when you have like, how many days a week do you realistically, like, it's random, just on average, do you realistically think you could play ranked, right, for just 2 hours, 2 hours of ranked?
Um, I probably could squeeze it in on at least these 4 days that we have circled.
At least 4 days, 2 hours of ranked, right, straight ranked, solo queue.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
I could probably do that in these 4 days
so
at least.
here's what we're gonna do, right? Here's what our must dos are gonna be, right? We're gonna do this, our must do box. And actually, let me do this so we can just add on to it if needed, right? Our must do's. Oh, let me just erase this shit because this isn't helpful because your schedule is inconsistent, so we can't find anything. All right, so your must do's, right? First of all, right? How many times a week on average, right? I know some weeks make this up. Can we solo queue for 2 hours?
Probably at least 4.
4? All right, so
At least 4, yeah.
4, okay. Over how many days?
Over 7 days.
Over 7 days. So you could. Okay, so like, okay, wait, let's just say it. So you're gonna play 4 hours of ranked for 7 days, or you're gonna spread those 4 hours out.
Wait.
Like I want 2 hour sessions, right? One day of
Right.
ranked is 2 hours nonstop. So how many?
Right.
So how many? So you said 4 hours. So two ranked sessions, right?
Oh, you're losing me a bit. I'm uh
Okay. How many days a week can you play ranked for 2 hours on average?
probably like four. I could probably do it four.
Okay.
4 days.
4 days. Now, out of
Right.
those 4 days, how many of those are you going to be mentally focused, mentally locked in? Not just after work I'm gonna
Oh no,
play.
that's those 4 days. That's what I'm saying. Like those other 3 days that we circled are definitely packed, and I don't get home till late. That's what I was saying. So
Okay.
those other 4 days, sometimes I have things, but they're mostly pretty free.
And this is something you want to do 4 days, right? We could do 2 or 3, but you want to do four. Four is great if you can. But does this fit your schedule? Is this something I want you to be able to follow this every week?
Yeah, that could fit it.
Okay, 4 days solo queue, 2 hours. Okay. Now in ranked, right? We want to, what do you call it, right? Practice one thing at a time. So if I tell you, hey, right, I want you to just really practice this one thing, right? Play this one hero, right? So can we specialize? Can we specialize, right?
Right.
Can we?
Yeah.
Okay, specialize on hero. Can we be high intensity, high focus, right? Not turning my brain off, not autopiloting, always thinking, right? Always thinking. I want you to think about everything that's going. Can we be high intensity in
Yeah.
these? Okay, high intensity. And what do you call? And then yeah, I think if we can do this, we're great, right? You will get better so much quicker, right? Now, let's talk about intensity and let's talk about mentality, right? So I'm going to draw a graph over here, right? This is going to be our energy, right? And this is going to be the amount of time, and we're going to call this like, 2 hours, and then like 1 hour, 0 minutes, okay? So let's say we start the day off right here, right? This is you. Start the day off here, right? Your energy level is going to do this. Right? Now,
Right.
this dotted line is autopilot.
Okay.
We want to avoid this line, right? So, what we need to do is instead of just playing ranked and hitting this line here, right? And going, ugh, I'm tired, right? And then you're going like you're dipping, you're like, oh shit, I'm autopiloting. Focus up. And then next team fight, and then you start autopilot again. And they're like, stop autopiloting, I need to think. And then you're like, stop autopiloting. And then it just goes down. This is going to burn you out of the game. It's going to ruin your enjoyment, and it's not going to make you want to play. So, we need to avoid this. This is bad, right? Let me fucking go back to, yeah. This is bad. Okay? Don't want to do this. What we want to do instead, right? We're going to go purple. Purple looks good. So we come here. Our energy level is high. It dips down, right? And then here, we take a break. And we go back up. And then we take a break. And it goes down a little bit. And then we take a break. And then it goes down a little bit. You see how much longer of playtime we get? Right? We take these breaks, right? This is a break.
Yeah, that's kind of how I play comp when I do play.
Okay. Now these
I definitely hit that that other graph a long time ago.
Yeah. Now this graph I showed you, right, is literally the scientifically best way to study, right? To understand information. When you're playing solo queue, you are studying Overwatch. You are understanding the game. You are learning the game. So, right, in this situation, right, this is what we want to do. We want to play, right? Maybe we play 2-3 games, right? And then you're like, all right, I played 2-3 games. Let me take 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to go pet my dog. I'm going to go pet my cat. I'm going to watch a YouTube video. I'm going to eat, right? Just break, right? Low intensity. But then as soon as those 10 minutes, right? And like, I want a very focused 10 minutes. I don't want to, oh, I'll come back, you know, when I feel like it, or I'm tired, or like, oh, I should probably take a break. I want a very focused at any time. Like, it is 10:17 right now. I'm going to be back at my computer at around 10:25, right? Come back at 10:25, then we play ranked, and we're locked back in, right? Insta focus, right? Locked back in, locked back in, locked back in, right? At the 1 hour 30 mark, right? At that point, I'm not going to be super upset if you kind of just turn your brain off and just be like, I've grinded really hard. I've studied the game. I have focused really hard on what peers told me to practice. And now I just kind of want to turn my brain off and play something else, right? I just want to play ball and roll in the back line and not really give a shit. That's fine. But the first hour, right? Hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours, if you can get 2 hours, right? You know, you got to build into a workout, right? I don't want you to full thrust 2 hours, right? If we got to get an hour and 30 minutes of just easy, calm, and cool, build that routine, that's what I want. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, so this is something that I can hold you to, right? I'm going to ask you every week, are you following your schedule? And if you're not following your schedule, I'm not going to be mad at you. I want you to be completely honest with me, right? I want you to say, no, I can't follow my schedule. And that's fine, because what we're going to do is we're going to revise the schedule. We'll be like, okay, great. This schedule was not fitting to your life. It took away aspects from your life that you want to keep. It took too much time, and it's not something I can do. And that's fine. We can come right back to this drawing board and we can talk. And I don't have to explain to you the skill, what we want to do, but we can talk and be like, okay, 4 days of solo queue for 2 hours is not something I can do. What if we did 2 days? Great. Let's do 2 days, right? Let's do 2 days. All right. I want to play more heroes. I'm not having fun just playing Reinhardt and Winston. Great. Let's play something else. I want to lower my intensity. I'm like, okay, well, we can't lower our intensity, right? So maybe we do an hour of solo queue at high intensity, right? Just figure something out. So I'm going to ask you, right, are we following your schedule? And if it doesn't work, it's fine, but I want you to be honest with me. I don't want you to cheat on me, right? I don't want your improvement to be based on a grade that you get, right? I don't want you to cheat me on a paper and be like, oh, OpenAI wrote this paper, but I'm not going to tell my teacher because I care more about getting the A+ than learning writing skills. I don't want you to fucking think there's an A+ behind this. You do not get more or less appraisal from me by saying yes or no, I can or cannot follow this schedule. I want you to be honest with me. So that's all. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. So I'm going to send this screenshot to you, right? And you can keep this. And, you know, I recorded this too. I'm going to upload this to the YouTube video if you don't mind, right? Do you mind if other people see this? All right, cool. So upload this so you can always come back and see our discussion and be like, what did I learn? Or like, what did he say about this again? I don't understand what he was talking about on this graph here, etc. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Now let's do a VOD review. Okay? Let's do a map. Do you have a specific Colosseo map that you played today that you would like to go over? The first or the second one?
I feel like I was gonna say that I felt like the second one felt better, but thinking about it, it really didn't.
Okay.
I think either.
Okay. Either is fine. Let's go to... Where's the replay codes? I'm dumb and can't read. There I am. All right. Second or first one? You say sorry, I wasn't listening.
Either.
Either. All right. We'll do.
Yeah.
I want to do the second one. Okay. Let me get my epic penis tool. I love that tool.
Arriving at Coliseum. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Looks like my epic penis tool isn't going to open, so whatever. I'll just stream. Oh. Whoopsie. All right. I'm just going to stream the game, and we're just going to talk things out. All right. First thing, right? We take cage control. Good. Only pet peeve is you don't shield these guys across. right? So you can hold your shield, you can walk out a little bit, right? Play wide, let your Baptiste come in, but whatever, right? Your Baptiste eventually comes in. All right, you bait Maywall, right? You live their Maywall. So we need to get our own Maywall. Right, you're taking a little bit of damage, which is fine. You're living, this is good. Swinging, swinging, swinging. We win this. We should win this team fight. All right, you don't feed, which is good. You get your HP and your shield back. And then at this point, we have 600 shield. We walk out. Good. Right, they have no tank. I tell you just to walk up here and take space. This is good. Good gameplay, right? Their tank is dead, right? So we know he's going to be coming back, so we can just wait, right? Let's get our HP back. Let's get our health back. And then we can walk forward because we know the tank isn't going to be here by the time I get those resources. Right now, let's say the tank died like 30 seconds ago, and then like you're like, ooh, I need to stabilize, and maybe you need to make a risk play and just walk out and see what happens. Depends on the situation and the state of the tank. This is fun. All right, so we're playing corner. All right, Cass is not playing the right side of the wall. This is fine. This is good. Let me lower this down. I want to see what was happening here from third person. I remember Larry played split, and there was a Cass who flanked our back line. So, do you remember what... Were you here for the Call Save VOD review on Sunday, Kroz?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was.
what did I say we should try and do instead when we're at this position on the map?
Stay in Cubby, right?
No.
Just for an advantage, and then we... No?
Mm-mm. So, I mentioned we were playing May Reaper. And they had a Cassidy up here. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
So, what did I say to do?
Kite back?
Mm-mm. I want us to play this side of the corner now.
Ah.
So, first of all, right, if we play this corner here, their Cassidy can shoot us, which is annoying. And also, now so we play over here, and we just play this. And if we need to stabilize, where do you think we could go?
From there, then if to stabilize, we can push back that other room that's...
Yep, here. So we can push bot up to here, right? And then we can be like, shit, 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 we're losing really bad. Like, this isn't holdable. Kite, stabilize in room. Stabilize in room. Let the robot walk to here, and then you just play this corner right here. Okay? And then when you lose this corner, if you need more time to stabilize, we go to this corner, and we go to this corner, and then we go to this corner right here, right? We go to this corner, and then we go to this corner, and if we go to this corner at this point, and if we leave this corner, we fucking lost. This is over, right? We shouldn't need to cut that bar back. But so I want us to play over here. Now the only disadvantage of not holding this side is what does it allow them to do?
Of not holding like where I'm at.
Yeah, so if we don't hold here, right? So the disadvantage of holding here is that this is a threat.
Right, they get to shoot us.
Now if we hold here, this is no longer a threat, but what do we stop from not, or what do we allow to happen now that we're not playing here?
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess they can maybe box us in. Trap us a little easier.
This help?
The cast?
They can flank, right? If we play over here, right, they can come all the way over here and start shooting us, right? Like, let me, get rid of this Maywall. Right, so this is, here, let me go a little further back. So this cast can now, if we're playing this corner, right here, right, this is what their cast is going to see. Right, he's going to see this. Right. And so we can't do shit about this, right? Except we can just play behind cover. We can just play behind cover here and hold the bot hostage, right? And if he plays too far aggressively, like we can just look to poke him out, look for damage tools, right? And we just play bot, push it up, and win the battle eventually. If there were like a Cassidy or something, you could literally pin in and try and kill him. If he walks over here, I wouldn't mind you walking here and just pinning over and killing this guy, canceling pin and killing him, okay? But I want us to play this left side box. That's what I want us to do from now. Now, why do we lose this team fight here? Yeah, he gets picked off by this because we're playing an open space, right? We're not playing corner, right? The disadvantage, or the advantage of playing this corner is that this should not be allowed to happen, right? Our team should be playing here, right? And stopping this from happening, right? If our team plays here, you play here, we have a poke angle here, we have a poke angle here, you can hold the corner. If we play this angle here as a team, we're just in the middle. This doesn't help. We either need to be hard stacking on this corner or stacking on this corner, right? So it's not really your job to deal with this casting. So you played fine there. Now, your Earth Shatters are something I really want to talk about. Because shattering to... okay, if a fight is 50-50, right? Like, let me put it this way. If you get a pick and you haven't won the team fight after 15 seconds, the fight is still losable. It is not won. We still need to invest ultimates. And Shatter is so good as an ultimate just to clean up team fights, right? When you win a team fight, you want to kill them as quick as possible so that way they don't farm ult charge, right? It is a great use of your ultimate. If you do this every single time, it would be top 10 Reinhardt play. You could literally solo shatter a target for a pick, or if their tank dies, just shatter their backline and kill them. Don't even give them a chance to turn it around. If the Ramatra is dead, if the Reinhardt is dead, if the ball is dead, whatever tank they have, and their core is just exposed, just shatter it. The fight is not won if you get a pick. You need 2 picks to win. And sometimes that second pick takes a while to happen. And instead of taking a risk of maybe we get the kill, maybe we don't, just shatter. Just win the team fight. Win the team fight. Right? If they use shield, Ramatra has one ability to block your shatter. Fucking shatter. Shatter, 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 shatter. Shatter something. Shatter, 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 shatter. Just shatter. Just shatter. Just shatter. Just shatter. Just shatter. Be the carry. Be the carry. Use your ultimate proactively, right? He used his one ability to stop you from winning a team fight. If we ult first, they don't Maywall. If we ult first, they don't Blizzard. Right? If they don't Blizzard and win the team fight, the robot doesn't get pushed to here. And then if the robot doesn't get pushed here, that means the next team fight, we're not under pressure to stop the robot. Use your ult first. Don't be scared. Shatter is not an important ultimate. Treat it like a pulse bomb. Treat it like a pulse bomb. Literally treat it like a pulse bomb. Like, oh, this Cassidy is overextended. Shatter him. That's how I want you to use it. Be big boy. Big boy dick. I am better than you. I am going to fucking shove this hammer up your ass unconsensually. You can shatter here. And then it's boss. Alright. Let's talk about this. I think this is fine. We're all grouped up. Look behind you. Good. Very good. Very proud that you look behind you. Okay, drop point. We Blizzard. Okay. I feel like we're shielding too much here. He also just didn't go on anything. So, right, when we rush onto a target, right, what do we need to do?
Rush onto a target.
Yeah, but how could we communicate that with our team?
Like, call it before we drop.
Yeah, say the target. Don't just say, "Hey, I'm dropping." Right? You could say, "Hey, I'm dropping," because you're communicating to your team, I am not rushing on anything. I am just dropping to contest the point. That is fine. But if you're saying, I am dropping on X, I'm dropping on Baptiste, hard commit on the Baptiste, hard commit on the Cassie, your comms are not good. We need to get them better, right? If you could say that, like, hey, I'm dropping on May, dropping on May, dropping on May, kill May, right? Kill May, still focus May. Oh, May used Ice Block, that's fine, right? Do you remember where their Baptiste was? I'm going to play this back.
He was like right next to her and kind of went around the wall.
Okay. So after this, who do you think the next best rush target is?
I guess May. She used her ice block.
So you think May is the best rush target right now?
Oh, right now? No. I guess that Bap.
Yeah. You saw him. He didn't get beat, did he? Where is he? Oh, he's up here. Yeah, he fucking moon boots. But like, if we just stay back here and swing on this, the May canceled her ice block too, right? We don't want to swing on the tank. The tank is not where the value is. This is the value. This is the value. This is the value. This is the value, right? Now, granted, this is a good place to be and you can still swing, but you had opportunities for kills here that you left, and I don't like that. And then again, you lose a pick. What could we do right now?
Break lamp and shatter.
You don't even need to break lamp. Just shatter. Just shatter. The lamp will break, right? The team fight's still close. It's 50-50. Do you know who's going to win this team fight right now? Just based on this. If you saw a screenshot right now, right? We broke their lamp. We're both... We killed their Mei. They killed our Cassidy. Both teams have 3 ultimates. Do you know who's going to win this fight right now? Guarantee.
No.
No. So...
Just looking at the screenshot now.
Yeah, just looking at the screenshot. And so you need to take the screenshot right now. You need to be like, fuck, we're 50-50 on trades. We have ultimates. We need to win right now. Because what happens if we lose this team fight?
They push the bot further.
Yes, they get the bot. They get the checkpoint. If you know the stat in Overwatch League? Teams who cap the bot first on Coliseo win 80% of the time. Right? We need to shatter. Pulse bomb these kids. Pulse bomb, pulse bomb, pulse bomb, pulse bomb. Look, their ROM uses tank ult. You're like, oh, why? Like, why? We gotta pick. Why do we need to tank ult? Because it's close. Because we don't know who's going to win. Because they use another ult. Because they don't know who's going to win. They want to win, right? They're playing to win. And then they do win. You had your opportunity right here. This was your opportunity to carry, right? What did I say about carrying? Right, I said that if you can make the carry plays, you will win more games. You could play good for 60% of the map, right? And make every single clutch play and win. Versus you play good 95% of the time, but these instances where you need to make a clutch play, you don't, you will lose. You will lose. That's just straight up. And right here, this was your clutch play. This was your moment to carry the team. You could have done it again here. You could have shattered the Ramatra, right? Could have shattered the Ramatra. You just need to let it fly. Alright. So, in this scenario, right, if you have full shield, you can just walk here, right? Now, why can you walk here right now?
His team's all spread out.
Yeah. Right? There's not going to be 5 players pressuring you. Now, they use window, so we have to back up. You have to back up. Now, I remember this. This is so dumb.
Yeah, I fire strike, and I died again.
So I remember talking to you about fire strikes and being greedy, right? A little bit. Was that you or Florida?
No, that was definitely me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you did it with him, but that was definitely me.
When you fire strike, you drop your shield, right? You drop your shield for, let's see how long, right? You drop your shield for about a second, right? And that's 1 beat, so that's 1, 2, right? 1, 2. That's 2 fire strikes, right? So it's just a 1. That's 1 second of your shield down, right? Which doesn't sound like a lot, but that is 1 second out of your control, right? That is 1 second where you've stun locked yourself. That is 1 second where you can't block a cooldown. That is 1 second where you can take shots, right? Can't do that, especially in front of a window, right? If they have shatter, you can't fire strike because then you take the ability to block the shatter out of your control. If they have an Ana and you know she has nade, you need to be very careful with your fire strikes. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't fire strike, but you need to be very careful. I need you to think about every single fire strike. Fire strike is not an autopilot ability. Fire strike is not just spam. Fire strike is a cooldown that you need to think about every single time. Every single time, right? I don't want you just being like, throw fire strike, right? You don't need to put a lot of thought into it, but me, like, let me put it this way. Me as a tank player who's played for a while, I have a subconscious understanding of most cooldowns that happened, right? And it took me a while to practice this skill, right? And so when I first started with fire strikes, Falco Master told me, bro, your fire strikes are trash, you're throwing. I'm like, what do you mean? Right? I don't understand. It's just, it's a projectile. I just throw it. He's like, no, you don't. You have to think about every single thing that you happen. And when you do that long enough, then you kind of understand like, okay, You pattern recognize. They use nade, they use this, I can throw fire strike. You don't need to think about it. But right now, you're going to have to think about it. Alright, let's see where you're at. And also, we've held shadow for 4 minutes. Another thing. Just dogging on you for holding shadow. Good play, right? Good play. Deadeye, walk out. Now, I remember I told you to shatter here. Would you have shattered if I didn't tell you to? Or do you not know?
I really don't know.
Okay. Why did I tell you to shatter?
I've been holding it for a long time, and there was an opportunity to use it.
What is an opportunity?
I walked past this shield, and they're just kind of there.
Okay, so
don't have
keyword,
anything to
keyword.
stop it.
Yes, shield. They use their shield, and they use lamp. They have nothing to stop you whatsoever. Shatter, right? You need to recognize these things. Cooldowns are important. Cooldowns are the entirety of this game. Big slam. Good target prio. Okay. Overwatch is all about pattern recognition. Have you heard about the chess players who, what do you call it? So there's an experiment, right, with chess players, right, where they set up random positions on the board, right, grandmaster chess players, and then they removed all the pieces and had the grandmasters put them back, right? The grandmasters could do this perfectly, right? And then when you had a random, like a common chess player, right, like someone who played kids chess as a kid, trying to do the same things, they did it awfully, right? Makes sense. But when chess players were asked to do the same thing, except the pieces were not put in positions where they would be played legally, right? They were in positions that in a chess game, in a chess tournament, would never happen ever, right? It is impossible for those pieces to be placed in the way that they were. They sucked just as much as the normal people. Overwatch is the same way. Recognizing patterns and executing on them, right? So this is fine. Their Mei walks forward for a Mei wall, so we need to counter Mei wall right now. I remember this. They use Blizzard. We don't plan aggressively. So let's talk about this, right? They have Blizzard, right? And we know they're gonna Blizzard. So what's the best place we could probably position if they know we have Blizzard? If we know they have Blizzard?
Probably on like the right side of the hallway, so we can just speed out.
Yeah,
Like
I like here.
Yeah.
Just go here. Poke them out. Make them walk closer, right? Because if they want to Mei wall us here, very easy. They could Mei wall us like right here and trap us in here and throw Blizzard in here. They could just Mei wall us like here. But if we're playing here, they have to go all the way around this corner to Mei wall us. And at that point, if we don't get our own Mei wall first, like we're throwing. But this is just Blizzard fight. Okay. Playing corner. Okay, we have a window. Good block. Okay. What could we do? What? Okay, so let's go down this fight. I think you could play way more aggressively. Why do you think that is? Right here. Why do you think you could play really aggressively?
We have our window.
Yes. You get double healing. You block this Deadeye. Swing, 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 swing. No shielding. You're full HP. You don't need to shield. Just walk into them. 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 I don't want you pinning Mei walls. We never pin Mei walls because it's inconsistent. Just swing. Right? Just swing. Just swing. Just swing. Okay, their Rom used ult. Right, now our Lucifer had to beat. Now, what could we have done instead of beating?
They could have shattered there.
Yeah, we just could have shattered, right? It's fine, though. But you notice how their tank is just used, like, their tank used Ramatra ult. And they used Sound Barrier. Why did they do that? Because they thought it was winnable. They want to play to win. They're not playing to lose as slow as possible. They're not playing to hope things go their way. They're playing to win. Right? They lost a pick, right? Then they got one back, and they're like, you know what? The ROM says, you know what? This is winnable. I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna try. They use sound barrier because they're gonna try. Alright, back to you. Okay, we take the corner. Right, I want you looking for more damage, more swings on the corner. So when we play a corner here, right, I don't want you tucking inside of this corner. I want you playing the corner very wide. I want you playing this corner like this. Not like, I want you playing the corner like this. I want you playing the corner like this. Swinging here. This is where you need to be swinging. You don't need to be, you don't want to stop them from coming here, right? This, like, you don't want to stop them from coming here. You want to stop them from coming here. Force them to let you come here. If they get to come here for free, that's your fault, right? You want to swing your hammer out here. You want to make a big old zone of you are going to take a lot of damage if you walk here. Why was shielding? Okay, now you need to shield because they use a window. And then we walk back into the blizzard. That was just kind of unlucky, but here, you remember?
Right, I can just shatter there.
You also just shatter here. Okay. Big slam. Now, I'm going to pet peeve you here. Why do we need to drop to the back line?
We don't really.
you
I mean,
don't.
We can because we have a normal
You don't.
wall, but
There's no reason.
we
You
don't really need to.
This is a bad Mei wall. This is a bad Mei wall. This is not a good Mei wall, right? They just use shield. Who has more close range brawl, you or Ramatra?
Me.
So you use that advantage. What's up, Dad?
How was your dinner?
It was good.
How'd you like it?
Yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You go to bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna take your plate down and
All right, appreciate it.
do the thing, and then I'll come back up.
All right,
I'll
appreciate
say hi to you before I go. You're welcome.
But yeah, so I want you walking up on this Ramatra, and then they just use shield. So what does that mean?
I can shatter.
Free shatter, right? If we shatter this, it's much better. This is a much better shatter. See this? Way more bodies, right? Now, you have to shatter here because you're getting pressured, right? And you feel like, oh shit, if I don't shatter right now, I may not get it, right? If I don't take this opportunity, it's not going to happen, right? You get moved back. Now, this is a situation where I'd say jump shatter is okay. Just because it allows you to get around this corner, and they use shield, right? If they have shield, jump shatter, shit, walk around the corner. But if you're like, fuck, I just need to jump shatter around the corner, jump shatter around the corner. Do we even win this fight? We don't. Yeah, your shatter took too long. I think literally that's it. I mean, granted, some other players on our team could have done better, but like, in general, yeah, your shatter just... You're missing a lot of opportunities to carry with your shatter. You're playing corners all right. You're not playing corners awfully, but you're just not using your ultimate. So why are we scared to walk forward here?
I think I'm just uncertain on what to go on.
So
Like May's there on the left, and she just used her ice block. She's kind of alone, but
so you want Reinhardt is really good right now because his pin is auto cancelable. So there's two things that we can do. One, pin into this Cassidy / Baptiste and just get your own kill. Right? You could pin into this. They just use sticky grenade. Your whole team is alive. Pin in and get these kills. Or two, pressure the Ramatra and the Lucio who are split. Right? On Reinhardt comps, you want to look for isolated targets. There are 3 isolated targets. Right? You have this, you have this, and you have this. Now the reason this is the worst one is why?
ice block.
Yes.
Wall.
Now, this group just use this ability and they use their sticky grenade. So what do they have?
Nothing.
Yes. Now this group has what ability?
They have their like I don't know what you call it, but it's like
Pummel.
melee, like
Yeah.
his other.
I just called his pummel form. So what does pummel do? Gives him health, right?
Right.
So they still have sustain. So this group is not the best. So if you had to rank the best rush targets from first to last, who gets the first place?
Bat.
Who gets second?
Cree.
No. This is
No?
one. This is one group. Because you'll hit both of them.
Okay.
So who
right.
gets second place?
So I guess second would probably be Rom Lucio.
Yeah. Second place is Rom Lucio, third place is May, right? If you choose any of these, so you win the fight 65 to 70% of the time if you go here. You win the fight 60% of the time if you go here. You win the fight 45% of the time if you go here. Right? Now we go for the ice blocked target. And we lose. And see how their tank, even though they're down, their main healer is just using ult? Right? Win the game. Play to win the game. By going and by not rushing these two targets, what did we allow them to do? There's a keyword I'm looking for here, right?
Stabilize.
Yes, we allowed them to stabilize, right? We killed the one target we rushed the one target that was unkillable, the Mei, right? So that allowed their Ramatra to heal up. That allowed their Cassidy and their Baptiste to back up. And then their Mei got out of Ice Block. And then what happened is we rushed onto Mei. And then this group over here stabilized. So they walked out of the room, right? Watch this run. Uses shield. Gets healed up. We rush over here. He's no longer trapped in this room. You could have played this corner, right? Won the fight 60% of the time. Kept him in this room. Pushed into him, won, right? But now he doesn't do that. So he gets to walk out of the room. Their Mei gets a wall because she didn't die with Ice Block, and now you're isolated. And then he goes into pummel form, gets 200 HP, and then you lose. So, biggest factors. Identifying isolated targets. There weren't a lot of instances where that was happening, but there was your moment to carry, right? Now, we also need to keep track of cooldowns. I told you this already. Cooldowns, cooldowns, cooldowns. Every single cooldown you need to think about. I don't care if your next rank games are just you holding shield behind a corner and playing like a bitch, but counting every single ultimate ability and every single cooldown that's been used, right? If you have to go into Overwatch, right, and this is what you have to do in order to learn this skill, I don't care, right? If you're playing Reinhardt, I don't want you to have to think about so much where you're like, oh, my positioning, oh, my HP, right? If this is what your job has to entail of, I'm just sitting on this corner, I have no intentions of walking forward, I'm just like, okay, they use Lamp, they use Fire Strike, they use Nade, they use Helix Rocket, okay, we use Immortality Field, we use Left Shift, our Cassidy use Sticky Grenade, and, like, even though the Reinhardt is all the way over here, if you're slow to do this, like, if you're just like, oh shit, I was keeping track of cooldowns, I need to walk up, that's fine. This is what I need you to do. I need you to keep track of cooldowns. This is your practice. Your homework is keep track of cooldowns, right? If you play worse because you're thinking, that's good. I want you to think, right? I don't want you to be like defaulting like, oh, okay, the Rhine's here. I'm walking up here. All right. Why did that Rhine not walk forward? Oh, it's because they use this. They use this. They use this. They use this. So I can walk here. I want you thinking like that. That's literally what I want you thinking about. Other things, just use your shatter, man. Use your shatter. If you think a fight's winnable, just use your shatter, right? It's 3v5, and you're like, I could shatter their Cassidy and maybe turn the team fight. Shatter their Cassidy. Just do it. And then playing corners, right? I want you to look at how you play this corner over here. I want you to play corners more aggressively. So, and there's a very distinct difference. Let me view. Hopefully it's the right one.
Arriving at objective unlocks in
See how you're playing this corner beforehand. Say you're playing this corner. You're playing this corner like this, right? You're not swinging, right?
Right.
This is not how we play corners, right? Because let's go back to the practice range. What is going to be more threatening to walk into, right? If I don't want the enemy team to walk past this corner, what's going to be more scary, this or this?
That.
Yes.
Right.
So we can take damage trades, right? This is what we do. We have full HP, we have full shield. Swing, swing, swing. Oh, I took a little damage. Back up, back up. Get my HP back, get my HP back. Walk out, swing, swing, swing. Back up, back up, back up. Right? Then you walk out here, swing, get Maywalled, you hold shield, your back piece jumps your wall, immortalities you. Then you swing, 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 swing. Right? And then when we're getting our HP back, it's fine. We can play like this. We're getting our HP back. But as soon as we're full HP, we're back out to here. This is how we're swinging. We're swinging like this, right? Because we don't want them to get here. This is not where we want them to be. But it is much easier for them to be here if we're swinging like this versus like this. Okay? That's all I have, man. Do you have any questions?
I guess so. Like, so I guess I just peek and then don't peek. Like I don't, because I feel like I try to play around corners sometimes like that, but then I'm just not on the corner. Like,
So here, let me see if I can.
Like I feel like
replays. Let me see if I can find something that's really good. Like let me see, London Spitfire, Overwatch League. Let's do that. I want you to watch how Hottie plays this corner here. Give me a second to pull him up. Whoa.
One thing the earlier Gladiators one train split. Kepster out of the
They already played this.
identified out like a
Where's push?
this time they just don't have the ult supply through right line. Take it down, Happy finds the shot. Didn't really die. And yep, that will just
Alright. Oh no, they're playing Winston. I want to see them play the Reinhardt.
dive Mikey off the carpet. We see
Give me a second to find what I'm looking for.
sorry, so the fusion now this is where they have to go instead of and they have not your fights were predicated.
Oh, I'm trying to look for something.
How you doing?
I didn't find, just doing things.
Okay. It's 10. It's almost 11 o'clock.
I got it. Thanks, Stowe.
Okay.
Away with it
Sorry, Kroz, I'm looking for.
when the bot is ready.
God damn it, where is this?
Dive Mikey off the cart for now. What can they?
Sorry, Kroz, I'm trying to find some Reinhardt gameplay for you.
What are these recordings of games?
Managed to win here with that boost because Vegas Eternal are
Alright,
team that can.
here we are. See you, Dad.
Night night.
Good night.
I love you.
Love you too.
Regular time
Yep.
in the morning?
Is it black screen or can you see things?
By forcing them off this bridge.
yeah, I can see it.
Regular time.
Hey Vulcan, are
Alright.
you able to Rhine diff?
So, London Spitfire
Push map. Xena Vegas
are goated on Coliseum.
Reinhardt, he's using.
is just so incredible.
So
in
they
areas
play
where
this
he's, like,
left
on the
side here.
staircase part of
Hottie
this
gets
map.
split because he's dumb.
For London, that was really weak.
Colosseum fire now out of
Alright,
control.
so what? See, they're playing left side of bot, right? They don't need to trade swings because these pillars are too far extended.
And Vatar, that's bad.
Well,
Okay, Sparker just goes crazy
headshots.
here. I remember this.
They hurt. Fun
They
fact.
But you see how Hottie's trading swings right now? He's not playing passively. right? And then when he gets low, when he feels pressured, he backs up to the corner, right? I don't know if you can see him through the wall.
Hardy did not
But
expect
like, look,
that, and so we just
right? The pillar's too long, right? So we can't walk forward, right? Because we're basically isolating ourselves, right? These columns are very long, so we're just playing the outside of the column, right? Look at how Vulcan's playing. He's playing the left side, like I told you, right?
Try and control
Right.
where the fight happens
And we're just
using both
poking,
for
right?
TP
We
and
outpoke them
for
because they're on, you know, we're on Hanzo,
Well,
we're on Sim,
headshots.
and then you see that blue outline right next to the bot. Where am I?
Yeah.
That's Hadi. He's swinging.
Fun fact.
He's swinging. He's
Today.
walking forward to swing, and then when he feels pressured, he backs up.
London, at least able to fight
Right.
back, and spawning right on top of Sparker.
Sparker
Let's see this next
got a
team
lot of
fight.
trouble here. Necessary to try.
Gets vision on Luke.
Right, they're playing
knows
inside.
again, Amp Matrix could be in the cards, so London are playing safe on pillars and may want to wait until London.
And
sorry,
then
Vegas engage into
we use window, and look, Hadi's trading swings.
back
He's playing the corner wide. You see how wide he's playing this corner?
in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
Will force
Right, he's
Vulcan
looking
to
for
take
swings. He wants to
cover
hit the enemy
on
right
the other
hard.
see even more progressive.
Sparker's early pressure bridge.
Let's see him play his next corner.
Vulcan, are you able to Ryan diff?
So he's walking in front of the corner, like this.
Yeah.
He walked in front of the corner. Now he backed up a little bit because the dragon or whatever, but like he has opportunity to take the corner aggressively, so he's going to. That was so smart. Did you see what he just did?
Yeah, he shielded the Ryan from getting help.
Yep. But what specifically? What ultimate?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he blocks sound barrier. Unluckily that he still gets it, but he tries. Right? So look, he's low HP, right? So he's getting his health back. He's not swinging.
Chasing after Hadi, who doesn't have a shield. It barely has.
But then he has HP. See where Hadi is in the bottom right, right?
Yeah.
He's peeking the corner. He's swinging. He's dealing damage.
Waiting for Sparker to have a clapback of a lifetime in a car and
Over aggress into that note.
Maywell.
Okay, let's see how they play this next corner, right?
And now
So they
Hardy is
steal the
returned
robot.
versus 5 and no additional
They
progress
get
in the game
Maywalled.
for Vegas.
Hadi swinging, and now let's look how he plays his corner.
Vulcan in
Gets his
trouble.
HP up a little bit.
Don't love that. Maywell from Mouthful. I think it was. Oh, is that?
What are they waiting
Actually, just
for?
to slow down London.
Okay, they
Never mind.
window.
I take it back.
I don't like that play from Hadi. I feel like Hadi kind of
London
tossed
know
that.
They can get out for Vegas.
Field of Hadi. Not ready to cut off the cross.
More
Listen,
Ryan
we-
gameplay.
The
Okay, so Ryan's meted a corner. Ryan is not fully in the corner. They're both playing it forward, right? Hadi is swinging into it. He's walking forward.
Oh, the dead
He's
eye
looking to
looks
swing in
time
front of the
for
corner.
Backbone getting out of ice block. Sound barrier in the counter engage from London. Got some.
Vulcan also get. Never mind. On the
Oh, this is dumb.
Earth Shadow, which is super important because it means that Hardy has to play a lot more defensively. Never mind.
Okay, you see that Hadi on point, right? He feels a little bit of pressured. He gets his HP. He looks for swings. He walks for swings. He wants to swing. He takes a swing. He backs up.
They do suck.
Right?
London, have
That's
to
an
be careful
aggressive
with
pin.
this off-angle,
But hey, he saw an opportunity. He
where
went for
Vegas
it.
have to be careful with this off-angle by
His HP's low, so he's not swinging. He's playing the corner, right?
Rack attack, can't afford
Gets
to die
shattered.
either. Shatter from Vulcan. Spark
Okay, he's holding shield to stabilize for his team.
down. Immortality
Tries
from
shatter.
Landon. There's the
Right,
clapback
stabilizing.
From Hadi, didn't get anything. Good block by Vulcan. Luke Camino's Ant Matrix will make
Then he pins
London
in 'cause
think
he's
twice
Giga
about
Chad.
this engage. But Vegas already backing away, and Sparker's looking for
Right, let's see how Hadi plays his next corner. Right. Hadi walks forward here. He knows he can play there because he has a window behind him. And he's looking for swings. Looking for swings. He drops the low ground to swing on them. Right? You see, he's looking to swing on the right arm. Okay? This makes sense?
Yeah.
We can keep watching if you want, but that's really the point of pounding in.
and
It's like
London throws
you play a corner so you can swing around the corner. Right? Like let's say this, right? We don't play around corners to not take damage. We play around corners to not die. Okay? When you play a corner, you actively look to trade damage. Now, the difference is that when we take that damage, we can back around the corner and live. Right?
throw the Blizzard down just to get that
Right.
checkpoint and to get the lead. Still 4 minutes left. Sparker double kill, and with the
Firing down from
Okay?
what is essentially
Right?
a
He's just
power
playing this
pit
left side here,
upon
which is
the
a little
London
weird.
Spitfire. There's plenty of cover available.
Yeah, I don't
for
really like
Vegas
that
from their
position from
positioning.
Hadi.
oh, this Dragon Strike. So
Okay.
separate out. You want to use it to
They use
isolate,
ults.
divide, to conquer. The Blizzard's thrown first from this defense of
We're
Vegas.
split.
And they might have zoned out. Oh, they got
Yeah.
back down 20.
the
Hadi played that
Blizzard,
poorly.
but perhaps in this case they're looking to try and counter out Vulcan's
All right, so we take control of Cubby,
Earth Shatters
right? And then what's Hadi gonna do?
instead. Hadi and Vulcan both are
Okay, throwing
ready
fire
when it
strikes.
comes
They use window. Right now, why is Hadi
down
not
area.
swinging
Usually
on
in this
Vulcan
matchup,
here?
it is the Blizzard, but perhaps
I'll
in
pause
this case
when
they're
it gets to a
looking
good
try
frame.
and counter
Why is Hadi
out
not swinging on Vulcan?
Vulcan's out in the open. He's got team support. If he goes out there, he's just gonna get poked out.
So yes, close. So why would it get poked out?
Angles, I guess.
No, I mean, because most of the damage is coming from the front, right? So how long should it take you to get behind cover? In most situations.
I'm not sure, but not long.
Half a second rule.
It shouldn't be like
The half second rule, right? Should take you half of a fire strike to get around a corner, right? And you can use your shield to be a little bit more greedy. Now, if Hadi swings on Vulcan, how long will it take him to get back to cover?
Probably like at least 1 second, probably more.
Probably 2 seconds.
Vulcan's Earth Shatters instead.
So he doesn't.
Hadi and Vulcan both about ready when it comes to putting these down. Thus far,
Now they may wall, so he goes for
playing
swings.
very well in those,
Oh,
in
I
those
am
duels.
Matrix. Yeah, Luke Camino puts that down. Maywall from background to buy them time to disengage, and then you throw the Dragon Strike from Sparker, just putting more pain in. Vulcan
And like
trying to
again,
go
you
for
know,
a
Vulcan
throw. Maywall
lost his
from background
Baptiste
to buy
because
them
they were
time to
split.
disengage.
But what did he do? He felt like it was winnable, so he tried. He tried to use his ultimate.
The Dragon Strike from Sparker are back in control.
A good job of just stressing out Vegas.
Matrix to see if he can burn down the shield of
All right, let's see what Hadi does.
Shield of Vulcan. The other side, he could just walk past it. Goes for the E.
Okay,
Says, okay,
set up here.
isolate me. I dare you.
Okay, so Vulcan's playing on the
Just gonna be
corner,
there to contest
so he's
this
shielding his Hanzo
hard.
across.
Hadi playing his sightlines carefully.
Now he's
He
looking
has
to
the
look. See how he plays
Got
up
it.
in front of the corner? This
Vulcan
pin is a
on the
bit
other side, he could
ambitious.
just walk past it.
But like he's playing in front of the corner, and then when he gets low, he just
Goes
backs
for
up.
the ego challenge onto
Right? He's
Vulcan.
low.
Now walls are coming
They
up.
get
Vulcan's
Blizzard.
trying to leave and set as a team.
Unbelievable. The next highest in the lobby is Hadi with 6. This is Sparker's map. We are simply renting it right now, and the rent is extortionate.
Okay, Hadi playing the
Too
corner.
damn high, Lemon. Raxek might even need to use the sound barrier here just to
Right.
try and facilitate a
Looking
re-engage
to
through
walk
Dragon
out a little bit in
Strike.
front of the swing.
Vegas has some ultimates coming up. Sound Bear, Amp Matrix.
Okay,
they
now he's
gotta
split.
play this
Now he
smart.
looks for
London
swings,
on
looks
an
for
off angle.
pins.
Hadi looking for, at least he gets pins down the other Reinhardt, but how do you look for the shatter?
NT.
21.
Rush it down with the sound barrier. If any
See how Hadi takes that
try
jump
and
swing?
match
Look at
this
this.
distance. And while London Spitfire don't have too many offensive ultimates to
Right
try and stop
here.
percentage tracks, if they see an opening, they
He's
can
playing in
rush it
front of the
down
corner. He's like, no, back up.
with the sound
And then he shields
barrier.
back.
If anyone's
And then they
caught out
window
of
him, so he just
position,
backs up.
Hadi can instantly execute them.
Blizzard Throne and Amp Matrix from left. A shatter.
Of time, immemorial.
All right, let's
Vulcan
watch Hadi.
Slam. Can he shake off a
Walking
reputation
up to the corner because he
not
sees he has the opportunity to.
get a big slam against Charlie himself, for now disengaging, playing towards Timmy. The
Right?
Dragon Strike
Looking
was
on
a
the
big
corner.
bait.
Playing on the corner.
But now there's
Window.
one less thing
Yeah.
London have to worry about.
London are above 2. Actually, the Amp Matrix on the right side, so it's just zoning Vegas off. But he
No. Why does Hadi not walk up and swing on Vulcan right here?
It was a big bait, but now that's one less thing
Yeah.
London have to worry about.
It's a long walk back.
London
Yep.
are above 2.
Perfect.
Actually, the Amp Matrix on the right
He kind of plays in the middle though, right? Because if he plays in the middle, it makes it harder for them to walk forward.
side, so it's just zoning
Right.
Vegas off. But he can hide this pretty easily. But Sparker takes the other angle, and now Vegas are just getting pinned.
He's making it difficult for
And
them
they
to
have
take the
maintain
corner.
Control of the bot at all times. The Blizzard is thrown from back.
And then that's it.
The comp, mano a mano, I think if David stopped.
All right, man. So, any other questions regarding that Reinhardt stuff? Because I can keep going, like, if you need me to.
No, I think it was mainly that. I was just having trouble, like, I guess, properly understanding what playing on the corner was. Because, like, I thought it was that, basically, like, playing, like, in the corner, more or less, and then swinging when they happen to be close.
Nope. You are dissuading them from getting the corner, right? You know, it's like, imagine if you were a Widowmaker, right? And you never peeked around the corner. How useful would you be?
Right. Never
Right.
get a pick.
Right. So, but the reason we play the corner is that if we get body shot by the enemy Widowmaker, we can go back around the corner and heal up and try again. Right?
Right.
So that's what we do is we walk out, we look for damage, look for damage, look for damage. Nothing happened. I'm the low HP. Let me heal up and try again. Okay.
Okay.
And then practice. Big practice. Big practice. Track all cooldowns. Team and enemy. Alright. So follow your schedule if you can. Play some ranked games. Give me some VODs. I want to see you practicing these ults, right? And so what I'm going to tell you is every time we VOD, this is what's going to be. Next VOD you're going to give me is you're going to say, I think I played corners too aggressively here, right? I think I should have backed up more, right? I want to see you playing as corners. And like, great. I want to see that. Now, if the VOD turns out being like, oh, it's the same shit where you're just playing the corner passively, then I'm going to say, okay, we're going to watch this VOD. I'm going to tell you again, you're playing the corners passively. Here's what it looks like to play aggressively. Go out and play aggressively. And then if the next VOD is you doing the same thing, I'm going to look at it for 5 minutes, and I'm going to say, this is the same thing we did last week. Let's just go play ranked, and I'm going to sit in a voice call with you. I'm going to tell you how to play. Okay?
Okay.
All right, that's it for me. I think I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. Well, if that's all, you guys have a good night.
Thanks, you too. Thanks for the.
No
You
problem.
too.
Again, right? If your schedule is too much, we can always change it. But I'm really looking forward to seeing you hop on that Overwatch grind. And remember, take breaks. Take breaks. Take breaks. Breaks are important.
Right.
See y'all. Good night.
See ya.